The governor of California just banned the Glock. The brand is not allowed to be sold as today. That's not gonna fix the problem because the criminals are the ones who's using the Glock. You don't go after the firearm company to stop crime. It's mismanagement by incompetent people, or it's done voluntary to destroy America, to destroy California, and we're gonna learn so much on 2026 because a lot of 2025 investigations are going to be discovered. This is 2025 and we are not done yet. We have 2 months and a half going to the next year, 2026. And we're going to learn so much on 2026 because a lot of 2025 investigations are going to be discovered. The discovery of those investigations are going to be projected in 2026. So I can't wait to see the outcome of that, you know? Look what's going on politically. You have a mayor, okay, that a former Oakland mayor, okay, she's from originally, I mean, she's California, Oakland, okay? So California state, it's in trouble right now. There's a lot of craziness. There is a lot of stuff going on with the wildfires and the laws are being changed. You know, the governor of California just banned recently the Glock, the firearm Glock. The brand is not allowed to be sold as today.
In California, really?
Yeah. Oh. Why? Because first of all, they are against the Second Amendment in California. I mean, the governor, not the people. And they are trying to do everything to block a firearm used to the public. So the Glock has a specific function that if you add a certain composite part in the Glock, you can switch the Glock. The Glock is it's a pistol, semi-automatic. If you add this part somewhere in between the manufacturing, original manufacturing firearm, you can obtain a full automatic gun. So they use, today you can buy magazine. Mm-hmm. You have a 32 round magazine. You have 100 round, 50 round. You know, there's like something like very thing. Now it became like a completely
a rifle.
Automatic, 100% automatic weapon. So you can create a lot of damage. But instead to go after this illegal part that's been created and reproduced to convert the speed and the usage of the Glock, they block the brand, okay? Because apparently it's only in Glock. It's only possible in the Glock firearm. So there is things going on right now, okay? So
you're saying that they basically blocking this is a political move to block the development of something that can...
You can't block...
You can block
a brand and not the other.
Right.
Okay? Right. This is kind of illegal. I mean, to me. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be a big lawsuit. Glock are going to sue the state of California, etc., etc. But that doesn't make sense to me. You understand?
Yeah.
That's not going to fix the problem. Because the criminals are the one who's using the Glock. You don't go after the firearm company to stop crime. You go after the criminal. You understand?
Right.
And that doesn't make any sense.
But this is the thing with California. They are investing resources to block a company, and I guess what they want to do is allow a monopoly on the other side. Or some sort of political move that will benefit somebody, right?
Yeah. Who knows?
But instead of investing budget and money and resources on stopping the crime that is happening in Los Angeles and stopping the crime that is happening everywhere else, I don't understand that. Please explain that to me. Let me ask you this question too. California is allowing marijuana legally, right?
Yeah.
So can you explain to me what's going on in the mind of the politicians that are allowing marijuana to be legal, stores to be robbed, homeless to be living on the street and robbing people and getting sick?
Or you go to...
What's happening? What is happening that in the mind of these politicians that is allow the degradation? Okay. Because the degradation is...
They are in power to make Californian people life miserable. That's what they are for. Okay? And everything show that today. After the wildfire, thousands of people lost their house. They are not helping them to rebuild those houses. They don't even give permits.
Right.
Permits.
Wow.
Permits. To obtain a permit in Californian cities after the wildfire, it's going to take 2-3 years. Maybe more, or maybe you will never get back. Okay? And you go to a Walgreens, CVS, you still less than $900, they let you go. You understand?
Right.
It's okay to give money to organization to help the homeless and drug addict, and millions of dollars goes there, and you have not less homeless, no less drug addict, you have more. So they're not helping, but where the money is going. You understand?
Right.
So it's either mismanagement by incompetent people, okay, or it's done voluntary to destroy America, to destroy California, such a beautiful state, okay?
Incredible, yes.
Incredible state. Even all the movie producers, studio actors are leaving California. California and New York are a state that you have extra tax. It's more expensive to live in those states. You understand?
Correct.
So then other states like Florida, it's great. You have beautiful weather every day. It's nice. Florida is a great state. I live here. I love Florida. And there is no state tax. You understand? You better off live here or Texas than New York or California. Okay? So that's what I'm trying to say. There's two things. We're not stupid. They're doing in purpose to destroy. They have an agenda. Okay? Or they're miserable, mediocre. Okay? They don't know what they're doing. Okay?
It's not conspiracy.
It could be
theory.
both.
Yeah, it could be both. It could be a combination of both. But look, we are not conspiracy theorists here. We just basically have the mind of investigators. I know. We are trying to understand from the investigation point of view what's really going on. I also wanted to mention to you mentioned China, and China is a hot subject because not only they are trying, you mentioned something at the very beginning where you said they are basically investing in lands everywhere. So the agenda of China for the longest of the past 20 years, 10 years is being investing in land in South America. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And also Russia.
And Russia.
By the way.
So Russia and China, they both are swallowing land like no tomorrow. But China has a strategic move, which is specifically with Venezuela. Okay, they are trying to, they have invested so much in lands. As a matter of fact, Venezuela is mortgaged to China and Russia. Venezuela is mortgaged to China and Russia. And
Iran
each Venezuelan owned to China and Russia no less than $40,000-$50,000. Okay,
that's crazy.
And the reason why is because they know they're not friends of anybody. They just go after what they can get their hands on.
Of course.
And in Venezuela, they are they have been getting out Venezuela something called coltan. Okay, coltan is the actual material that is, once it's processed, it is used on the chips,
microchips
on the microchips
that
of
do
the phones,
everything with that.
to cool off and have the capacity that these microchips are right now being programmed for all the things that they are doing. So recently there was a news that there was an investigation happening on the coltan and the energy resources that they are extracting from Venezuela. So you see why strategically the American administration is trying to put a stop on this, because the next war
monopoly
is they are going to create a monopoly. But I always said that the next war is not only about resources, it's about AI and minerals and chips.
And chips, chips, like every cars use those chips. Like you cannot now manufacture any cars without those chips. Computer, TV, everything. Absolutely everything is being based on that. This is technology. Now, our military is based on those chips too, for the plane, for the vehicle, for everything strategically. It's a very a strong point. And also, it's the future of the human nature going to space. Okay?
That's right.
It's also a space war. To be able, those ships are going to be the intelligence and the speed for us to travel in space, to discover other galaxies. I mean, obviously, this is the tomorrow progress.
That's right.
That's why AI, chips, and other energy sources, energy that are going to provide that technology are very sensitive, and it's a race between Chinese and America. They are the two biggest economic power in the world today.
What Americans should be doing, because America is thinking about manufacturing, they should manufacture mindset in the kids. They should manufacture and strengthen the training in math. Stop the madness of social media. Stop the madness of allowing
but social media, you can't stop it. It's here, and it's going to be here for a long time, and it's going to be another tools coming.
So I like what you said, because if you go to China doesn't allow social media pervasively to the Gen generation. Mm-hmm. Do you know that there is a second version of TikTok that is exclusively for science and math?
Yeah.
And
their version of TikTok is not allowed for kids over there. They're protecting the children. Yes,
they block
very
it.
Good.
And so the only TikTok that they allow their kids is the TikTok that talks about science, math, chemistry, physics, and all cultural things that enrich their mind. Why can't America manufacture that?
Why? Because let me explain you why. Because America is a freedom country. And we have freedom of speech, freedom of thinking, and freedom of learning. Okay? What you say, it's 100% communism. China is a communist country.
Okay.
They want you to learn what they want you to learn, not what you want to learn. And the mindset of United States, America, it's a freedom of learning, freedom of practicing the religions that you want. Do you understand that in China, they are destroying all mosques today? They don't want to deal with any Muslim whatsoever. You understand? There is genocide in China. They were exterminating Chinese Muslim. They had like a few. I mean, it was very, not too many people talk about it. Okay.
But they are not communists, right?
They are a Democrat
party. They are a Democrat.
Who?
China, right?
No, China is communist.
Are they declared communist?
Of course,
communism?
they're communist.
They act as a communism.
Socialist is the new communist.
Okay, so they are
But
socialists.
they say that
Okay.
is communist.
Yes.
I mean, this president is
I
gaining
agree with you.
power.
I agree with you. What they do in practice is communism.
No, it's communism. So they are teaching you, they are telling you how you live your life. They are telling you what to believe. They are telling you everything. You can do anything on your own. You understand? They have, in China, they have social rating. Okay? If you are socially not paying, I mean, here we have the credit bureau. If you don't pay your bill, you get a poor score, you cannot obtain a credit. But in China, they're doing social credit, which means if you don't follow the rules, you cannot take a plane. You cannot find a job. You can. I mean, they make your life miserable. It's crazy. You can. You know,
it's difficult.
It's difficult, and that's not because you didn't pay your bill. It's because you jaywalking. You cross the road when the light was red. That's gonna take point of your social behavior. I mean, somewhere it's kind of, you know, okay, you have to follow the rules, but they are so tough that anything you do, you understand, with not complying with the government, they're going to take point of you.
So let me ask.
That's communist.
So let me ask you this question. So in the name of democracy, we should let our kids get overweight. In the name of democracy, we should let our kids watch Netflix and all the stuff that they put in Netflix and all the stuff that they put in social media.
Because you're talking about education here.
Correct. So
education is not related to the government,
but
it's related to your parents. If your parents are stupid and they want to make you sick and give you food and give you candy and let you drink Coca-Cola every day, that's not the government's fault. You understand? Those things are here for a reason, but that doesn't mean you have to abuse. You know what's kill people or what's dangerous for everybody? It's excess. You understand? Now, kids overweight, you have to monitor that, but that's not the government to monitor that. That's the parents.
My point is
that's education.
My point is that while the kids in China and India that we call the geniuses, they become super smart and they are fit and they practice sports. Our kids in America are getting overweight. They are below the average of the national average in math and science and reading.
Because it's a question of education.
It's a question of education. So what are we going to do about it? What should we do about it?
If you learn about Chinese history, it's based on martial art. Okay, martial art is a sport. Okay, they have kung fu. Okay, they have many sports.
Tai Chi, which you also, yes.
Tai Chi. When you see those old people, elderly people doing Tai Chi, that at 20 years old, I won't be able to do what they do. Okay, because it's in their gene, their culture, this is their education. You understand? They learn how to fight before to learn how to read. You understand? Because they were like that. That was a necessity for generation to generation. In US, it's different because first, US is a new country. It's 200, 250 years old. China, it's thousands of years history, okay? Cannot compare the new world against the old world. You understand? It's different culture, different generation. You understand?
Correct. So there is something wrong in the system that we need to fix. And it's not about becoming a communist. It's about learning from the best and learning the best practice because we can adapt that. We have the smartness and we have the land of freedom to adapt the best ideas of the world and make our out of our youngest.
But it's never going to be perfect.
It's not. It's not about
that?
Yes. It's not about being perfect. It's about doing something about it.
Of course, perfection, it's craziness. Okay,
Yeah.
That's what we say. Anyway, so
This is a good debate, guys.
we had a very interesting podcast, and we get excited. We like to talk. We talk
For
a lot.
sure.
But guys, thank you again for your to subscribe and watching our podcast. I hope you enjoy as much as we do.
Correct.
Okay, and see you next time.
See you next time, guys. It's a pleasure. Thank you for your support, and please send us your feedback. We are here for you always. Take care.